So you're telling me on the inside now?
Yep, if I shoot this through the glass, it's right down to about room temperature, 77 degrees. So our glass keeps all the warm air in your house in the wintertime and out of your house during summertime.
That's a really cool demonstration. Thanks, Ted. Right now, Renew by Ensign has a huge discount.
Buy one window or patio door and get your next one 40% off with a minimum of 3 units. And your installation is...
I was right there, Bubba's!
Don't pay anything for a year. No money down, no payments, and no interest for a year. Don't miss our biggest percentage discount.
I was so close.
Call to schedule.
What?
1-800-299-9696.
What the?
That's 1-800-399-9696.
Throw the ball, turn back. Trash. I'm playing the Explorer.
Jersey, New Jersey's premier forklift and material handling supplier. www.ajjersey.net.
We'll take it into Sunday morning where temperatures are going to surge in southern parts of the state. We're looking at the upper 50s. Right for Belmar down towards Toms River here, we're checking in with about 56, 57 degrees. But
let's go! I made it! Let's go!
As parts of Union and Middlesex counties, that is why we're backing up a bit here on some of our snow totals and focusing more on the ice and now some of the flooding rains. Wintry weather here, this is your snow total map, and yes, we've pushed the 6 to 8 really to the far northern tip of the state. It's mainly going to be a 1 to 3 and some 3 to 6 across Morris County. But again, Morris County, I'm very concerned about here, the icing occurring. And have a look at the ice potential as we go forward. It really is focused over Morris, Sussex, and western Passaic. We'll take a look at your 7-day forecast in just a bit. Christina, let's send it back to you.
All right, Justin, thanks so much. Well, Sunday into Monday, a total lunar eclipse is set. It'll be the last one until 2021. At the same time, the moon will appear bigger and brighter, creating what's called a supermoon. The Earth's shadow will blanket the moon for just about an hour. The moon will look red because of sunlight scattering off of the atmosphere. Well, new studies seems to link opioid overdoses to the marketing of those drugs. The journal JAMA Network noted that a dangerous cycle between marketing interactions and prescriptions. The more money pharmaceutical companies spent on ads, the more opioids were prescribed. Now, marketing interactions include anything from free lunches, speaking fees, and travel compensations given to physicians. Well, speaking of which, are drug ads on TV causing us to pay more for health care? News from New Jersey's Walt K digs deeper in this week's Consumer Alert.
Talk to your doctor about your risk.
Talk to your doctor about any history of depression or other mental health problems.
If you watch TV at all, you know it can feel like one prescription drug ad after another. A study in the Journal of the American Medical Association finds in the past 20 years, spending on healthcare advertising has skyrocketed from $2 billion to $10 billion.
It means that we're spending more to advertise to you and me than we are to do the research that brings us the next generation of drugs.
Art Kaplan is head of medical ethics at NYU and a longtime opponent of drug advertising.
Marketing, advertising, huge budgets for that are not consistent with getting prices down. The drive demand toward the most expensive things that gets advertised.
Pricing new drugs could have drawbacks. They may not be covered by insurance. They may not even be new. Sometimes they're just a high price.
Put what in the water? The water?
Cheaper drugs.
Aiden might do it. I know I will in a little bit. Time.
University of Pennsylvania finds the drug ads do get people more likely to seek medical advice. And that, at least, is a good thing. And that's your Consumer Alert. I'm Walt K.
We'll continue our storm watch coverage now. Warren County is getting ready for this weekend storm. Hackettstown declared a snow emergency. It remains in effect until 4 p.m. on Sunday. They have one suggestion for residents when the snow starts tonight.
With this ice, it's going to cause a lot of travel headaches for people, so we're encouraging people to stay home this weekend when the storm's supposed to hit Saturday night, go through Sunday morning, and let our road crews get out there to salt and plow the roadways.
DPW workers will be out on those trucks and the salt trucks and plows, so please, if you do see them, do not pass them. The Department of Health issuing an alert ahead of the storm and cold temperatures. If you have to head outside, Dress in layers and wear a hat. Avoid overexertion when you're shoveling. And in the event of power outages, do not use a generator in an enclosed space, and that includes a closed garage. It could lead to dangerous carbon monoxide levels. Well, just not up for cleaning your car or shoveling your driveway this weekend? Well, of course, your phone can bring food, a ride, and packages right to our doorsteps, right? Well, now this winter, they can bring snow removal. Plows and mows have contractors throughout the state waiting for a message from your app that they're needed. They can clear snow, spread salt, and even help with your garden this spring.
I'll be out there for anything, to put the salt down on your sidewalk, to help you dig your car out if you need to, or if you're iced over very badly, I believe they have an opportunity where they can contact the app and have us sent out to help them out to assist them.
Well, you can download that app or head to their website and enter your information. You'll get a quote before the contractor comes to your home. All payments are handled through the app, so you can stay on your couch and relax with that hot cup of cocoa as your driveway is cleared away. Well, it's not just New Jersey dealing with this weather, right? It's nearly 100 million people. They're under some form of winter storm watch, warning, or advisory. The storm coming ashore in California, moving across the Midwest and the plains. Hundreds of flights have already been canceled as well. And the airlines are already issuing waivers for travelers in the Midwest and North. If you are traveling somewhere, just make sure you call ahead and check your flight status.
Yeah, flight's canceled. Yeah, they're lucky she left yesterday.
Temperatures kind of trending a little bit warmer. What does that mean?
Imagine she's actually went today.
She left yesterday in the morning.
Damn.
Thank you. I'm so excited to meet you.
Miami Beach still in lockdown. Police believe he's finally within their reach.
He couldn't have gone anywhere without being recognized. Everybody was looking for him. I mean, his picture was in every newspaper. It was across every television station. Not only nationally and internationally, but locally.
On July 23rd, 8 days after the Versace shooting, a caretaker dropped by a houseboat he's watching during the off-season.
He had left in there on the 19th of July. Came back on the 23rd.
You know what you want.
And he noticed a couple of things. Curtains were drawn.
And then when they didn't mix it up, you're gonna shower,
light
okay?
was on. So he went and he drew his revolver. He was armed. And as soon as he drew his revolver, he heard a shot.
Did you go shit?
Detective George Navarro hears the call on his radio.
And then you
I immediately
oh my! Relax! You're acting?
Other sightings that came, and I thought to myself,
I got the stuff, baby. I will
what a
change him.
perfect place to hide. A lot of those houseboats are just seasonal. So
When did you shoot that? I didn't even
perfect
smell it.
place to lay
It looked like it was all smashed in
Be
here.
sure who's inside. But don't want to take any chances. Officers surround the boat.
Now the SWAT team has taken up positions around the houseboat. They are in trees underneath cars.
The standoff broadcast live.
A suspected burglary and then gunshots at this houseboat on a Miami waterway brought out a small army of police.
As you can imagine, there's chaos in every moment of this, and everybody's high-strung. I mean, here's a guy who is holed up, they believe, who they know has a gun, who they know has shot and killed before, may be willing to take out an officer in the process of taking his own life.
they used a bullhorn. They try to connect with the landline inside the houseboat, and he wouldn't pick up.
No!
The team fires tear gas into the houseboat, 8 canisters in all. Then they storm the boat and carefully search every inch. Upstairs, they find the dead body of an adult male. Detectives confirmed it's the man they've been looking for, Andrew Cunanan.
Same gun he used to kill Madsen and Versace and Mr. Reese. He turned it on himself there. He put it in his mouth and pulled the trigger. Manhunt was finally over.
Coming up.
We don't know why he did what he did. I guess he took that to the grave with him.
When killing Versace, the hunt for a serial killer continues.
She felt scorned.
Dad, legend, pet 75 times.
It was very personal. Snapped new tomorrow at 6.
Some serial killers have a ritual.
This is a need-driven behavior.
5 victims, all part of this sexual fantasy.
Mark of a Killer, a new series Rise tomorrow at 7 on Oxygen.
Hey, this one looks like a chameleon.
I don't see it.
Oh, it's on.
Oh, now I see it.
Stylish. What do you see in your Cheetos?
Is your body wash gentle on your microbiome?
I actually don't even know what that is.
It's your skin's living protected layer, like a barrier.
So we do have to protect it.
Now, Dove discovered its moisturizing formula cleanses without stripping skin's microbiome. Dove Body Wash. Microbiome gentle, softer, smoother skin.
It's the little things that make life rich. Ritz.
That rocking chair would look great in our new house.
Oh, a new house, eh? Well, you should definitely see how Geico could help you save on homeowners insurance.
Nice tip. I'll give you $2 for the chair.
2? That's a Victorian antique.
All right. How much for the recliner then?
Wait, how did that get out here? That is definitely not for sale.
Is this a yard sale?
If it's in the yard, then it's for sale.
Here we go.
Geico. It's easy to switch and save on homeowners and renters insurance.
Sonic's $2.99 Car Hop Classic. A juicy quarter-pound double cheeseburger or a flavorful signature slinger with golden brown crispy tots. A deal so nice, you should order it twice. Because it's only $2.99. Hurry in to Sonic's Car Hop Classic.
I was on heroin.
I use crack cocaine. We are the Addiction Network. And if you have a problem with drugs or alcohol, you need to call the number on your screen now. Addiction is a disease, and you can't go it alone. The call is free, and so is the consultation. So why haven't you called? What are you waiting for? Call the Addiction Network now. Get the help you need.
Call 800-680-6526.
Don't miss the Save Big Sale at Mattress Firm. For a limited time, save not just $100, not just $200, but up to $400 on the best brands like Beautyrest, Serta, and Sleep.
Oh,
that
yeah.
means you can get Serta Memory Foam Queen mattress for just $300. And Friday through Monday, take home a free adjustable base for your qualifying mattress. Up to a $699 value, free. Have you ever seen a sale with savings this big? Hurry in today. Your budget stretches further at Mattress Firm. Don't miss the Save Big Sale at Mattress Firm. Right now, save up to $400 on the best brands. Plus, Friday through Monday, take home a free adjustable base with your qualifying mattress. Up to a $699 value. Free! Hurry in. Your budget stretches further at Mattress Firm.
When I say drivers who switched from Geico to Esurance saved an average of $412, you probably won't believe me. But you can believe this. Real Esurance employee Nancy Abraham. Look her up online. Esurance. It's surprisingly painless.
8 days after triggering a Miami-wide manhunt, Andrew Cunanan, the killer of Gianni Versace and 4 other men, takes one final life, his own, with a single gunshot to the head.
5 murders, completely unthinkable. How do you begin, as a forensic psychiatrist, to understand his mind? Where do you start?
If I had the opportunity to sit down with him, I would ask him about each case, because each one of them are separate, distinct crimes. If you look at each of the victims, they had loose ties to him in one way or other. The first 2 he knew, and that would make him very different than your usual serial killer.
And then Versace. That seems to be the only one of the murders that was really planned out.
He had time to research, to learn his routine, and I think that this was one of the things that made him similar to serial killers, is that often serial killers will track and study their victim before they actually carry out the crime.
Without fanfare, Cunanan's body is cremated, his ashes returned to San Diego. A world away, 1 week after his untimely death, 2,000 friends and family members packed the largest cathedral in Italy to say goodbye to Gianni Versace.
You took somebody away at the height of their career, at the height of their happiness, devastated a family, a close family.
In the front row, Gianni's partner, Antonio, is numb to what's happening around him.
I don't remember much, actually, because I was in my world,
just thinking about Johnny, and I didn't see much actually. Maybe I start to realize a week later how much I lost.
More than 2 decades after an elusive serial killer terrified the country, investigators and observers of the case are no closer to uncovering the truth behind his months-long rampage.
Obviously, you never had the chance to evaluate Andrew Cunanan, so it's a bit of speculation, but do you think, in your professional opinion, that he has the mark of a psychopath?
We would need to know more about his motivations, but on the surface, it's easy to see why someone would think this is a psychopath. But what it does appear is that he was a man who had some very significant emotional problems. Somewhere along the line, it seems that there was some trigger, and then it was sort of a point of no return.
This case is effectively closed, and there's this fascination with it.
It's fascinating because this man who was an international figure, who hobnobbed and was friendly with royalty and musicians and had this excessively lavish lifestyle, he's gone.
After Cunanan killed himself, everything just went like that. There are many questions that were left unanswered.
$1 million question is, why did he kill him, and what triggered him to start this murder spree?
I guess he took that to the grave with him. Was he after publicity? Was this a gay killing? We just don't know, and I think it's just human nature to want to know why.
We don't have the opportunity to sit down and talk about it and say why. But in a sense, that might be intentional too. There's no accident that there was no suicide note.
No note, no explanation, no diary.
Nothing. Why would he do that? Why would he leave a note? He never let anyone in. He never told anyone who he really was. Writing a suicide note would be telling people who he was. And it seemed that's the way they wanted it.
Not leaving a note is exactly who he was. He's a mystery. He wants to remain a mystery.
And he still is.
A mystery with no other alleged motive than a man's desire to gain access to a world of privilege. Gianni Versace was a fashion icon shot down in his prime. A tragedy for his family and 4 more families left searching for the answers they may never find. Thank you for watching. I'm Kate Snow. For more information on Killing Versace, the hunt for a serial killer, go to oxygen.com. I'm Kate Snow, and this
That's
is
one
Dateline.
more.
Covered.
Nothing.
She was a mom
So I don't want to
looking
say
for her baby, and her baby hadn't come home.
Kathy's week had been nothing but trouble.
She couldn't tell me what had happened.
She was so upset.
It was about to get much worse.
My mom would say, if you find the car, you'll find Kathy.
You didn't want it to be dark because you wanted to keep looking.
She'd been stabbed multiple times. There was blood within the interior of the car. She was a targeted victim.
Who killed Kathy?
We had no witness. We had no confession. We had no DNA.
20 years went by.
They still had to keep looking for what I had lost.
But Kathy
You
had
take her
her
right now.